Hello everyone, welcome to ViTech Talks. As part of SQL interview questions and answers series, today we are going to discuss about the given question. Okay, it is very important for interviews. Even recently, one of my student has faced this question in TCS and Deloitte. Okay, so it's very important for interviews. So before going to solve this question, just try to understand the problem statement here. If you observe here, the left hand side. Okay, so this is our input table. So the input table contains two columns. One is ID and fruit name. So we do have multiple IDs. Okay. So it is like same ID with different fruit names. So ID number 1 orange, ID number 1 apple, ID number 1 mango. Then the number 2 banana, number 2 pineapple. So what we need to do is, so we need to convert this data into, okay, so this format data into this format. So instead of going to print multiple rows, so we need to have only single row. So that row contains all the elements. It's like orange comma apple comma mango. Same like if you take the row ID, it is 2, so it has to print only one time. So whatever the elements which we have, we need to print it as the separate as the comma. Okay, banana comma pineapple. So hope we have understand the problem here. The previous video, so which we have discussed, so it is like vice versa. Okay, so here we have ID with the values. Wherever there is a comma, so we need to split it into multiple rows. Okay, so if you want to see this video, you can go to video description, or else you can go to ViTech Talks. So there is a playlist called SQL interview questions. So there I have given. So these two are very important interview questions. So this one we have solved by using lateral flatten function. Okay, now today we are going to solve this problem. Okay, don't get confused. Okay, so both are different. Now what we need to do is, so we have different elements, so we need to group it. Okay, so we need to group it and we need to keep it into a single row. So here we are going to use list aggregation. Okay, by using list aggregation we can able to solve this one. Just try to create the table. Okay, just try to create the table. So what I'm trying to do is, instead of going to create the table, the previous output, okay, the previous output which I'm going to take it, on top of this I'm going to create a table. Create table fruit items. Okay, fruit items is my table name, alias the results I want to keep it into a table. So this is one way of creating the table. Instead of going to create the table from scratch, so whatever the result set you have, you can take it and you can create the table. Okay, now just try to see. Select star from fruit items. Yes, this is our input. There are 3 ones and the fruit names are different. Yes, orange, apple, mango, banana and pineapple. So now we need to split this into expected output. Okay, this is our expected output. So we have to print in a single row with comma separated. So for this, what we need to do is, okay, just try to print So what are the columns we have? So that is very important. So here we have columns called ID, fruit name. Yes. Select ID, comma, fruit name from fruit items. Okay. So instead of going to provide star, so what we need to do is, okay, we are going to provide the column names here. Okay, this is the first step. Then, so here, so what we need to do is, you need to use list aggregator. Okay, so this is the function. So what it will do, it is going to take all the list of items and keep it into single row. Fruit name, comma, single quotes. So what is the value? We need to aggregate. If you want comma, then you can give comma. So if you want pipe symbol, yes, you can give the pipe symbol also. Okay, that also we can test. Then, so you need to write within group. Okay, within group. So you have to order. Okay, so you have to do it as the order by. Okay, if you want to keep it in a order. Okay, either ascending order or descending order, just you can keep it. So here the very important one. Okay, so if you try to execute this, so you are going to get an error because you are doing the grouping, right? So whenever you do grouping, so you have to mention the group element, group by ID. That's it. It's very simple. See here, apple, mango, orange, banana and pineapple. Suppose if you provide here descending order, what will happen? It is going to print the elements in a descending order. See, pineapple, banana, orange and mango. So the IDs also it is going to print in descending order. So by default it is ascending order. Okay. So now we have a comma here. Now I want to replace it with pipe symbol. Yes, you can do that. Apple, pipe symbol, mango, pipe symbol, orange, pipe symbol. Okay. Even you can provide the alias name here. Okay. As combined fruits, suppose. See here, now the column name is changed. So it's very simple. So what we need to do is, so first you need to have the elements like this. Okay. So even you can create the table. Okay. If you want, you can create the table. So it is very simple. So you know already how to create the table and how to insert the values. So that is the reason I didn't write all the queries like a create table and inserting the values. Just to create the table with the two columns, same like this. Okay, ID and fruit. So insert the single values. So instead of multiple values at the same column, just you can insert the individual values. So once it is done, what you need to do is you have to write select ID and fruit name and just try to print the values. Then use the list aggregator. Okay, list aggregator, the column name. So what is the delimiter, which we need to use it. Then within group, okay, within group, then you need to use order by fruit name from fruit item table. So you need to group it, okay, group by ID. See here how beauty it is. So this is what our expectation, right? Okay. So even you can change it as the comma. This is our expected output. This is our expected output. Yep. That's it for this video. Okay. So if we have any approach, okay, if you have any other approach in your mind, okay, please do comment in a comment section. Thanks for watching this. Please do subscribe our channel. It's like ViTech Talks. Thank you and happy learning.